Scarlet Park, Bubba Sparks.
Booty, 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 rockin' everywhere. Booty, 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 rockin' everywhere. Booty, 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 rockin' everywhere.
What's up, YouTube? It's Desi, and I'm back with another video, y'all. I look cricket. Alright, so what this video is all about, phlebotomy, becoming a phlebotomist. But however, with this video is to pretty much let you guys know the facts as far as for if this relates to you, just don't even waste your time. Just try to go for something else, and hopefully this can be able to help you guys out as far as for deciding whether you want to do phlebotomy for real, or is it just for play. One thing I did want to say as far as for this video before I get started, for anybody that's looking to become a phlebotomist, do not let my experience pretty much stop you. I make these videos to pretty much tell you my experience on how I've been throughout my externship or my work experience as far as for phlebotomy. Everybody's experience is different, but however, for the most part, everything that I pretty much say as far as for being on your feet and all that type of stuff, that stuff is true. But however, I wouldn't say everybody experiences the same way. Now, some people that's in different states, they may get paid more. When I was working as a phlebotomist as a plasma center, I was only getting $11.50 an hour. So at the same time, it's probably different somewhere else. So most people, when they watch that video, they're like, oh, I don't want to do phlebotomy no more. Thanks for telling me. It's like, if you're in Florida, you see where I'm coming from. But if you're not in Florida, still go for it. Don't let my experience pretty much stop you. So I just want to clarify that before anybody be like, here go the girl again that's stopping me from my dreams. So let's get right into it. All right, so I'm gonna list 4 different things as far as on reasons of why you should not pursue with becoming a phlebotomist if this pretty much bothers you. For one, this is one of the main exact ones. Like, I don't see how people want to become a phlebotomist and you're scared of needles and blood. That doesn't go together. Okay, so with phlebotomy, if you are scared or terrified of needles, if you are terrified of blood, do not waste your time and become a phlebotomist. To be honest, that don't mix together. At the end of the day, throughout your whole entire training, you will be doing sticks on like a dummy where it's like it has the arm like this and you'll have to draw blood. It's fake blood that's in it, but it's just it's a real life experience on how you would prepare yourself for the real life. So at the end of the day, if you're scared of those two, just don't waste your time. If you feel as if you could overcome that while being trained or whatnot, I would say still go for it. But at the end of the day, an instructor or a professor, they can already kind of tell like you're probably so scared or so tempted. And with phlebotomy in real life, if you're scared to stick somebody with a needle, or if you're scared to just see blood period, you're gonna freak out the patient. So at the end of the day, if you feel as if that's not something you can carry on, just don't waste your time. I'm serious, just do not waste your time. And for most people who are scared of it and just looking for a way to overcome it, this is how I think of it. Everybody bleeds. So at the end of the day, it's just you just kind of just go with the flow. At the end of the day, I know it may be tough, and with me saying that, you're not gonna just get over that fear like that. But however, it's just like, you just gotta think, if you're in the medical field and you're just willing to learn everything, some stuff you just kind of let go. You just kind of show them. You just kind of gotta show them what you learned, show them what you're about, and you just never know, you might just be the best phlebotomist there is. So if you're scared of those two, just don't even waste your time. If you don't like standing for a long period of time, phlebotomy is not for you. When I tell you, at the plasma center, we were standing non-stop. I mean, non-stop. And I'm not just saying just standing in one spot. We were constantly like moving. It's always busy. It's always going to be on your feet. Everything is always on your feet. I never seen a job for a phlebotomist where you're sitting on your butt all the time. Like, literally, you're on your feet constantly waiting for the next patient, get the stick, let them go, on to the next one, processing the blood work, all stuff like that. You're constantly on your feet. So if you feel as if you're not one of those type of people that like to be on your feet all the time, I would say suggest probably a front office job or something like that. But most people, they tend to not know that. They may think that a phlebotomist job is kind of chilled or anything like that, but phlebotomist is always on the go. So if you don't like standing for a long period of time, just don't waste your time. The third thing, full availability. This is the number one thing. If you're looking to become a phlebotomist, you have to have full availability. When I tell you, phlebotomists work weekdays and weekends. So if you already try to come in there with a set schedule, like, look, I just can only work this amount of hours, you may or may not get that job. Some people may see it as special treatment or whatnot, so you want to kind of like make sure your whole entire schedule is full. Me personally, I like having an 8 to 5 to the latest 6. I don't mind all that on weekdays, but weekends, that's my time. Now, when I was a phlebotomist working at a plasma center, I'm not gonna lie, I was working non-stop. Like, I was working almost every weekend, almost every holiday, but they'll switch it up. Like, for Mother's Day we would work, Father's Day we would work, Thanksgiving Day we would work, but it would be like half day. Like, it would be like a 10 to 2 or something like that. But at the same time, it's just like, sometimes you want to spend time with your family, and then it's kind of like on a first come first serve basis. So that's how that went. But one thing I could say about phlebotomy with full availability, if you're looking to work in a hospital, some phlebotomist has a set schedule where they're kind of like 7 to 3 or something like that. But if you look on the website, it'll say schedule does vary. So they kind of let you know, like, hey, you know, whenever it can be an on-call or something like that, you have to come in. So if you're looking to get that experience, I would say definitely go for it. But if you feel like you're one of those persons who like to have like a set schedule when it comes to phlebotomy, and you know, you like to have weekends off, this may not be the career for you. Or if anything, go part-time. That could probably be a possibility. Try to go part-time and see if you like it. That's one thing my friend Tay did. Like when we was working at BPL, she was a donor tech, she definitely went part-time and she stayed part-time. Like, and that really was the most smartest thing ever, because at a plasma center, when you're as a phlebotomist at a plasma center, even you could be a part-time phlebotomist as well too, but that it'll work, but it won't work. And what I mean by that is because you'll still be staying later than usual. But however, it's just the fact that you can kind of see whether you want to pursue with the career or if you don't. So that's one thing I could say. This is the last one I would say. If you freak out by people's reactions when they deal with phlebotomy, do not become a phlebotomist. When I tell you, it was a lot of people that kind of freaked out when it came to, you know, when we started sticking and whatnot at the plasma center. A lot of people would freak out by seeing a hematoma on a person's arm right here. And when I tell you, them things get big, like they do get big. But they will also freak out by seeing people have seizures on the bed. They'll freak out just by seeing blood squirt everywhere. You know, just certain stuff. It's just like, you gotta just remain calm. When you're in a situation like that, you have to remain calm. You can't overthink, because when you overthink, then the patient is gonna overthink, and that's gonna make it even more worse. So at the same time, you know, if you feel like you freak out whenever you see something just so terrifying, or something just so scared, or something that's where it's just gonna make you go hyperventilating or something like that, don't waste your time with phlebotomy. I'm telling you, you want to save yourself. All you're going to do is just have stories that come home. When I tell you, every day I had a story, every day as my job for a phlebotomist, because you'll be surprised at the characters that you get. And it even be the buff guys that be like so scared of a needle like this small. I'm like, really? Like, really, yo? Like, come on. So these are just things just to kind of keep in mind when becoming a phlebotomist. I feel like most people, they be so quick to look up the job, you know, oh, I'll be able to just stick people, that's it. It's a lot of stuff that comes with that job. So these are just the type of things that can kind of get you prepared and ready for it. If you're looking to go forward with it, I would say definitely do it. But if you feel like you're kind of uneasy with it, I would say start off part-time and see if you like it. So hopefully this video will be able to help you guys out, and I hope everybody stay safe during the coronavirus, y'all. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Have a good one, y'all. Peace.